Hello and welcome to Desperate for a Name. I'm Mickey.
I'm Nati.
And today we are doing not really a special episode, but we're talking about, what the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about, the book itself is called The Shadow Hero, but it's about the Green Turtle.
Yeah, if it wasn't obvious, we're doing another episode of Clueless Comics, and I really do mean Clueless, because I don't think I might have heard of this once, but not really.
You said you read it a while ago.
I may have read bits of it. I don't know, I don't think I read it, I think I heard of it.
Okay, well...
What is this?
Alright, fine. So, little backstory. This is technically a reboot of a Golden Age character named the Green Turtle.
Terrible name, but I keep going.
Created by one of the first, Asian American comic book... Asian Americans in the comic book industry in the 40s, Chu F-Hing. Originally, he wanted to make the Green Turtle explicitly Chinese, but the publisher said no one would be invested in an Asian character, so they just told him...
Well, this is in the 40s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see this as I could see that being as problematic. I'm not saying it was a good or a bad thing, yeah, cusp of World War II, I could see a lot of, American, whether it's Chinese or Korean or whatever, the second they see Asian, they're gonna be
That's ironic, considering a lot of his adventures were literally fighting against the Japanese in World War II. He also had a sidekick named Burma Boy.
Because also, it's 1940s America, so what do you expect?
That's the thing. So his publishers were like, no one's going to be invested in an Asian character, make him white. So he didn't make him white, but he also couldn't make him explicitly Asian either. So that was disappointing for him.
So he made him half?
He just never showed his face.
Oh, okay.
There is some speculation that in some of the older books, his skin is kind of pink. So there's some speculation that Hing was, his first name is Hing, because Chu F-Hing. So there was some speculation that Hing was like, you wanted me to make him white? I'll make him the whitest fucking person ever. I'll make pink.
How's pink white?
I don't know. I'll make him super white.
I guess peach, really.
I don't know. But so basically, this was a character that existed in the 40s. Fast forward to 2014. And Jin Luen Yang, who
I'm assuming is the guy who wrote this.
I'm going to mispronounce everything.
Okay.
So Jin Luen Yang, who wrote a lot of the Dark Horse Avatar books.
Okay.
Anything
else or just that?
I mean, most notably.
Okay. Well, wait, which books though? The good one, the bad one?
Are there bad Dark Horse Avatar books?
Yes.
Like what?
I feel like some storylines and stuff are weaker than the others. Some people didn't like certain arcs, I remember.
What? He is acclaimed.
Okay.
All right. Also, Sunny.
I'm sorry. Did he write the Zuko Mom arc?
Possibly.
If he did, no one cares.
Sunny and artist Sunny Liu, who worked on some stuff. Basically, Gene wanted to bring the character back. Mostly because his origins were never actually clarified,
or covered probably
ever. Literally, they cover it in one of the old issues where it's like.
So it's like the opposite. So it's like the opposite of Blue Beetle, like Dan Garrett, Blue Beetle, where it's like he had 10 origins.
Yeah, no. Instead,
this guy has none.
This guy had no origins. He's like, even in the old stories,
he's no face.
Yeah, even in instead, a lot of the time there's a weird smiling turtle-esque shadow covering his face a lot of the time. It was never explained ever what it was. There was a weird shadow, inexplicably covered, that looked like a turtle, and it was smiling.
That's just creepy. That sounds like the Joker, that sounds like one of the Joker's side
it was
plots.
Just covering his face all the time because it's just fucking weird. Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, okay, that's creepy.
It is fucking creepy. And so basically most of his old adventures were fighting the Japanese during World War II and keeping them out of occupying most of southern China.
Wait, I know that I gotta admit honestly, I know that he was a Chinese writer, right? He was a half Chinese, half American, just
I think it was just Chinese.
Okay. He really drew it like propaganda, didn't he?
I mean, if you're Chinese and it's World War II, how would you feel about Japan?
Fair.
I'm not saying it justifies it, but how would you feel?
No, but even he drew the Chinese propaganda in a sense.
Well, that's because I'm guessing. I'm mostly guessing because it's the 40s and
everyone
all of his publishers are white and demanded this is.
Well, that or maybe everyone was just drawn like that. People forget that characters and stuff and the way you drew people was just the way you drew people.
There's a difference, but no, there's a difference between drawing someone differently and a caricature.
No, but you know what I mean? Where it's you have because they have to make different races stand out more because they really know how to accentuate that. And look, where that mostly comes from is old art, right?
Yeah, but
you watch you look at a lot of old European and a lot of Chinese art, they're very different. And I think that's actually where most of this
depends on how old artists drew different people.
No, but a lot of things the slanted Asian eye art design came from a lot of Chinese and Eastern art.
Yeah,
because if you actually if you watch the old imperial they have this like it looks like a caricature or it looks like
right, but like when you
but it's and the thing is that's from the freaking imperial court, so you know that shit's official.
right, but like when you take into consideration like old American art, you know some of that shit is caricature.
No, look, I'm saying there's a difference when there's like a Bucktooth and the Sinister Glare. Although I will admit, a lot of old imperial, this is like for any country, a lot of old ancient art always looks kind of creepy, or they always look like they're like just like staring daggers into your eyes. Right?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Doesn't matter what country it is.
Ancient Egypt, you just called out.
Oh god, ancient Egypt just didn't understand. I don't know. For the people who like basically mastered geometry and stuff like that, I don't think in any of their art they figured out what depth was,
because it was
everything is flat and it's like
2D.
No depth.
I mean, most art is 2D, but like
no, but it's like you guys didn't go for shading, no 3Dness.
Most of it was carved into walls.
You can still create perception, perspective, perception. Which is it?
I'm gonna go back to the story.
Fine, go back to the story.
But like, fuck you, ancient Egypt. But
no, we love you, ancient Egypt. Well, except for a couple things.
Dual monsters, though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Dual monsters.
Anyway, so the Shadow Hero or the Green Turtle or some. Why was he called the Green Turtle? Why was he a turtle? Sorry.
How the fuck do you think he was called the Green Turtle based on his appearance?
I have no idea.
He's got a little turtle cape.
But why is he called? No, why is he?
Mostly because it was the 40s and everyone was being named after something.
Mm.
So basically, Gene Luen Yang wanted to essentially give him.
Yeah, at least Batman's catchy. And now when you had the vampire thing going, because like that was already associated, so you had like the look.
True. What's the fucking origin behind Blue Beetle? Why a beetle? Why blue?
Because they literally you know why.
Yeah, because of like coloring issues.
No, well but you know why Blue Beetle was the way he was.
No,
like he was literally just made as like a faux competition to compete with DC and Marvel.
Yeah,
for everybody else. Like it's like reason.
To be fair, it's not like
he was literally meant to parody the Green Hornet.
That's pretty funny.
You didn't realize this?
No, I did not.
Like you never noticed when Dan Garrett in the old look that he literally just looked like the Green
Hornet.
Yeah,
it is pretty funny.
But also,
by the way,
he did it to like.
By the way, Green Turtle was made for Blazing Comics. I don't know who Blazing Comics. They don't obviously exist anymore.
A lot of comic book.
I'm gonna guess it was probably to keep up with like different competitors.
Yeah,
anyway,
still,
so Gene Luen Yang wanted to give like the Green Turtle an actual origin story.
Okay.
And like he took some of the weirder, unexplained stuff from the Golden Age and like incorporated it into like narrative.
Okay.
And like gave it a reason why it exists, which is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
So yeah, getting into the story and the origin story of the Green Turtle.
Get to the point. So wait, so what does this book really cover?
His origin.
Oh, so it's just an origin.
Yeah, like him becoming the Green Turtle and like his first adventure. It's his first adventure.
Okay. But is it canon?
In what?
In the Green Turtle verse?
There's not a green. It's just
in the Blazing comic.
No.
In the Blaze universe.
Stop.
Okay. Tell me.
The Blaziverse?
The Blaziverse. All right, fine.
That sounds like a bunch of stoners.
What's the story?
Wow. So we start out in the ancient year 1911. 1911 after the...
That's over 100 years ago, so that is a while back.
Yeah, actually, well,
that's 110 years ago.
It's after the Qing Dynasty fell.
Okay.
After the Qing Dynasty fell, and China's in fucking chaos.
Okay, but we got about like 10, 15 years before an establishment of a republic, but okay.
What do you mean?
Because the empire didn't fall until a couple years later.
The Qing Dynasty, you mean?
Well, no, the Qing Dynasty stopped. Well, once they stopped being an emperor, never mind. We're not gonna go into Chinese history here. Whatever, keep going.
I guess I
keep going. Just keep going.
Sorry, jeez.
Keep going. You're not going.
Mickey, stop.
Let's keep going.
All right, Jesus. So basically, it's after the fall of the Qing Dynasty. It's like early 20th century. China's in chaos. And so basically, like these four ancient spirits that are like
demons.
No, they're not demons.
Oh.
They're not demons. They're like shadows. Get
demons?
it? Shadows. These four ancient
shadows
demons. Or spirits that are like intrinsically tied to China, and they're all based on an animal. There's dragon.
Hey, can I guess one of them is a turtle? Is one of them a turtle?
Tortoise.
Oh.
There's dragon, tiger, phoenix, and tortoise.
Oh, any reason those four in particular?
Nope.
Okay.
So they're all having a debate.
Like, wait a minute. Wait. Tortoise, phoenix, dragon, and what?
Tortoise. No. Dragon, tiger, Phoenix, and Tortoise.
Okay, I can get the first three. I don't get what the tortoise is on there.
Because the fucking green turtle.
No, I know, but it's like, when you really think about it, it's like what? It's like the secret 13th member of the Zodiac.
Yeah, that. So basically,
Imagine though.
Oh my god. No, it's not that.
Okay.
So they're all having a debate as to like what to do, because they're all kind of intrinsically tied to China, and it's kind of in fucking shambles right now. So basically,
Yeah, I never get what that means. It's like we're tied to the earth of China. Are we like?
I don't know what it means.
Like, are you guys like when
shit's
the
in trouble?
yeah when the dynasty felt like does it go wherever China reaches? If China is just a piece of land that's maybe like the size of a county, does that work for you guys, or does that become an issue?
So they're all arguing about what to do,
okay.
and basically,
I have so many questions for these spirits.
they all have different arguments as to like what to do about the fucking country. Because Dragon, who's the oldest, is like, we need to like establish a new imperial dynasty. And
then Tiger's like, we got to establish a republic.
Nope.
Nothing wrong could ever go there.
No, Tiger's like, no, the people have lost their way. We can't have a dynasty if we don't save their souls. We have to like establish religion again, and people need to like believe in one of the three faiths. Otherwise, how are they able to earn the mandate of heaven?
First problem is the fact that you have three faiths. That might be an issue.
No, they need to like.
Wait, which one? They got Buddhism, Taoism, and
I don't remember the third one. They don't list it. He just says.
Okay.
He just says we need to. The people need to like.
what was big in China at the time? Probably, I want to say maybe Hinduism.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Basically no. So like, Tiger's like, we need the people.
Don't quote us on some of these because our history is a little off. But
the people need to like save their souls, and we need to reestablish the three faiths, and people need to like become more religious, and also how else are they gonna earn the mandate of heaven? And Phoenix is like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck imperial. Like fuck.
I'm the Phoenix.
Yeah. Fuck frivolous nonsense like religion or dynasties. We need to like trust our faith in the fists of the common people.
What?
Well, he's a communist.
Okay.
He doesn't say communist, but like, we need to trust our faith in like the fists of the common people, and they need to rise up and take over and like rule everything.
So someone's gonna. So I'm starting to see where the revolution came from.
And then it says, oh, and the tortoise stayed silent in the corner. And so basically, Tortoise decided to bail.
Like, I'm out.
Like, leave China.
Just leave China.
Yeah. So he goes onto a boat, and he finds like a random passed out drunk guy in the cargo hold, and the guy has no idea. He's so drunk he has no idea how the fuck he got there. And basically,
and why there's a talking tortoise,
and why there's like a fucking shadow tortoise spirit. So they make
Does the tortoise also smile? Like for the creepy smell? Oh god.
So they make a deal, and the deal is essentially the tortoise gets to live inside of the guy's shadow so that he can survive, and in exchange he gets to give him one promise.
Okay.
And it's kind of a plot point, but not really.
Give my grandson superpowers.
No. Damn. And the promise is that this guy will never drink another drop again. Like, he'll be sober for the rest of his life.
So like the turtle like fulfills that promise, or the guy has to fulfill the promise?
No, like the turtle promises him, okay, you'll never drink a drop again, and he just won't.
Oh,
it's just magic. It just no.
Okay.
It's not the most ridiculous promise made in this book. So basically, then. And that drunken guy is the narrator's father. Because he's not his grandfather, his father.
Okay, like the narrator or the main character?
The main character, who is the narrator, who was narrating all this, the green turtle.
I figured like his dad or something.
The drunk guy was his dad. So basically, so his dad moves to America, and then like he talks about his mom for a bit, and basically how originally his mom had like this.
The kid's mom.
Okay. Like Green Turtle's mom.
Okay. Is she dead?
No.
So why is he talking about her?
He's talking about like how she came to America.
Oh, okay.
Basically, she got the fucking pamphlet about how America's great and like full of like money and opportunity. And then when she got there, it was like gross and overcrowded, and everyone hated her.
To be fair though, like when the pitch like hearing
she fell for the pitch.
No, fair, but also like consider like where they were coming from. It's like you pick one crap hole for another.
Well, like that's pretty much the thing. Like she came over when she was younger, and like she believed all the news, but also because they didn't have much of a choice. And then she was like sorely disappointed, and it's really depressing because at that point she's like, I give up on everything. I'm just gonna like kind of flow through life without a smile. Like, and so like when her parents wanted her to marry a moderately successful grocer, which was his dad, she was like, fine. She just kind of is really depressed.
Okay, so she doesn't really care much for the dead, does she?
No.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, no. So basically, then we cut to the present, and our main character Hank Chu, which I think is really sweet because it's named after Hing Chu. So Hank Chu, he really likes his dad, and he works in the grocery store, and he works in the grocery store. He's a really sweet kid.
I hate to say this, but like, so Hank Chu, can I call him Chu for short?
No.
Damn.
they're working in the grocery store. He really likes his dad. His mom's kind of just out of it, and she ends up working as a maid for a white family.
It's something, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever. And basically, he has a nice life.
Okay.
He has a nice moderate life. Except for like some of those times where his
Racism?
We get to that. I'll be quiet.
Okay.
So basically, his dad is kind of like wrapped up in a protection racket.
Okay. Like they own the grocery store, so that
No, they own the grocery store. They live above the grocery store. Like
okay, so is it like the Triads or something?
No, it's specifically this gang called the Tong of Sticks.
What?
Because there's another gang called the Tong of Stones. Because sticks and stones will break your bones.
What?
So his dad's wrapped up in this protection racket.
Okay.
And so
these unnamed protection rackets. No name protection rackets. Don't know what they're called.
he pays a bunch of money to a gangster so they won't fuck up his shit.
Yeah, that's
And
normal.
because of that, they end up not making a lot of money, which is why his mom has to go work as a maid for this white family.
Okay.
And one day, when she's working as a maid for this white family, it's actually funny because she drives this old woman to the bank, and this woman's like, please don't eat it in the car. The seats get dirty. And it's like, yeah, okay, sure. And then she pulls out a pork bun from her shirt, immediately starts eating, and like starts people watching and complaining, and like starts talking about how that woman's too fat for that dress. Her arms look terrible. Or she starts insulting random people. And then a bank robber gets in the car and points a gun at her face and tells her to drive.
Okay.
And then she drives, and it's a funny bit where he thinks she has 3 boobs because of the pork bun in her shirt. And he's like, wow, you Chinese broads are weird. Anyway, and then Superman shows up.
Wait, what?
Not actual Superman.
Oh.
Not literal Superman, but like a guy who is essentially Superman called, I shit you not, the Anchor of Justice.
Okay, but he's like a superhero.
Yeah, he's a superhero. Like a fucking superhero.
Okay, so there's superheroes in this world.
They exist.
Okay.
Or at least this guy does.
Okay.
And so basically he picks up the car, tells his mom to hang on, and then like kind of just
flips it
over a river and like throws the guy out.
Okay.
Like he basically just saves the day and helps her. And,
usual.
Yeah, and he thinks something's wrong with her because he sees the third lump coming out of her chest. It's a weird recurring bit.
Huh.
Anyway, so basically...
Like, you should get that checked out.
Yeah, literally that. Do you need me to take you to a hospital or something, ma'am?
Like, no, it's just a pork bun. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Nah, she literally pulls it out of her chest. It's fine, whatever. But yeah, so it's like... I'm gonna call him Superman.
All right.
He saves...
Not the Anchor of Justice.
Fine, the Anchor of Justice saves her.
Right.
And she's
called
like,
AJ.
And she is fucking mesmerized and obsessed with this guy.
Understandable.
And she basically is like, that's fucking awesome. You know, Hank, you're a good kid. You should be a superhero.
What?
Yeah, literally her idea is, you should be a superhero, Hank. Wouldn't that be awesome? And like, you wouldn't turn out to be a pussy like your dad. She calls him a coward several times. It's
My
really,
God.
yeah, she's kind of
what kind of a marriage is this?
Well, it was one that was kind of forced on her.
Fair, but don't kick it out on the dad.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch.
Is he an ass?
No, he's a very nice guy. He's a very sweet guy.
So why was she so mean to him?
Because he's just like, you're a coward.
For what?
Well, also because like she's also mad.
She's like, I didn't force you to marry me.
She's also like, he's literally like,
blame your parents.
She also kind of blames him because he's part of the protection racket and because he's too scared to stand up to the gangsters. That's why she has to work so long as a maid.
Okay.
Which I get why, but like, come on, lady. Jesus.
All right, fine. Anyway.
Yeah. So basically, actually, that's why part of the reason why his dad is like, because Hank is like, I don't want to fucking do this. This is crazy. This is stupid. And his dad's like,
also because I can't do shit and I can't fight crime. Does he even know how to fight?
No.
Oh my God, he dead.
Yeah, he is dead.
He's gonna die.
No, but his dad is like, I have been married to your mother for 20 years and I've never been able to make her smile. This is the first time I've seen her this happy.
Son,
go with it.
Go die for us. Go die for your mom's happiness.
So basically his mom does horrifying shit to like make sure he gets superpowers. There's like a toxic waste spill on their block and she pushes him into it. And so
how many failed attempts are there?
A couple. Nothing happens. But nothing
I wonder why.
No, I mean nothing happened. Nothing too bad. Although now his skin turns like pink whenever he gets wet.
Oops.
Which is like a fun callback.
Okay.
But anyway, so she does take him to like a friend of his, friend of her, not hers. She does take him to a friend of hers. She takes Hank to a friend of hers named Wong Tu, who is also a callback to someone named 1-2 in the 40s. But like, yeah. So 1-2 basically is like, he calls him Uncle 1-2, but it's like in a friendly way.
Mm-hmm.
So he teaches him how to fight. And by fight, I mean like cheat. Because Hank basically asks, "So you're gonna teach me kung fu?" And he's like, "No, kung fu is basically just two men dancing. I'm gonna teach you how to fight."
Okay.
And by fight, I mean like, so I'm gonna teach you how to like aim for the nuts and punch very, very hard. And also,
Does he actually know martial arts?
No. He also tells him to hide a knife in his boot.
Okay, so this guy is useless.
He tells him how to like. Hank gets pretty good.
That's good.
Like over time, like he gets the shit kicked out of him over like weeks of training, but he gets pretty good at like dodging hits.
Maybe he should have found someone to teach him some kung fu.
Well, isn't kung fu just two man dancing?
No, it is not.
He also has like a knife in his shoe, and that's really cool.
Okay.
So basically, his mom.
I think would help him a lot.
Hank gets jacked, which is cool.
Okay.
And then his mom is like, "Oh, I also made you like this suit, and it has like the character for gold on it."
What?
Because here's a character for gold on it, and he's like, "Yeah, I know what it is, but like, why?" And then she's like, "Because you're like the golden man of bravery."
What?
Because you want to be a superhero, and like I try.
None of that makes sense.
Actually, you know what? It's funny. The entire reason she takes him to learn how to fight, instead of like fucking up giving him superpowers, is because
For the third, fifth time.
Yeah, no, seriously,
Because it kept failing.
It kept failing. It was like the toxic waste thing was the
All right,
next one.
fine. What happens?
No, she basically hears about like a Batman-esque character in like a different city. It's like, "Oh, did you hear about this street fighter, this vigilante? He doesn't even have powers." And she's like, "You don't need powers to be a hero? I got an idea." And then he trains to fight. Yeah, so she hears about Batman. So basically, it's really funny because on their first patrol, and I say their first patrol because she drives him around
Ain't that sweet?
around Chinatown. They're in San Francisco. They come up with a different name like San Encendino or whatever. It's San Francisco. So they drive around Chinatown, and she was wearing like a domino mask.
Oh my god.
And she's like, "Why is there any crime? Come on!" And then they see this woman getting essentially just like creeped on by two guys, and then this woman's getting creeped on by two guys, and they're being creepy, whatever.
Right.
And she's like, "If you knew who I was, you wouldn't be doing this." It was like, "Oh, well, you're about to know who I am, baby," or something. So Hank gets out of the car and he's like, "Stop, hooligans!
Ne'er-do-wells?
The golden man of bravery is here to stop you." And they're like, "What the fuck?" And he actually starts getting a few hits in.
Okay.
He's pretty good. And then he gets the shit knocked out of him. And then the lady saves his ass.
The lady.
Who
was being... Okay.
The lady was being assaulted. She kicks their asses.
Did she come back later?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, "Oh, shit, you're one of his daughters. Never mind. Bye." And there's a really weird sequence where she bends down to make sure he's okay. And Hank is like, "It was like our breaths became intermingled, and my..."
He got a concussion, don't he?
No, it's just really creepy. It's like, "My inhale became her exhale, and her exhale became my inhale." And like,
did he say that out loud?
No, it was.
Oh, thank God.
I know, but it's like they have like a panel dedicated to like them breathing in each other's mouths.
I get it. I get what he's going for. Thank God he didn't say that out loud.
It's creepy. And basically his mom is like, "The fuck, man? Come on, get back in the car." And the girl's like, "Who's that?" He's like, "It's my mom." Actually, no. At first he's like, "It's no one. It's just some crazy old lady. Just like take me to a doctor." And it's like, "Okay, never mind. It's my mom. I gotta go." It's like, "Your mom?" And then they leave. Okay. Weird. And then remember how I said his dad was part of a protection racket? Right. So they come he misses a payment, and so they come into the store, and basically they're short on money. So like there's not leader, but like whatever. He's up in the ranks. They come, the Tong of Sticks. I'm sorry.
The Tong of Sticks.
They come into their store looking for payment, and they want double this time. And they take a really important jade pendant to his dad. They take a jade pendant.
All right, so let me get this straight. When does he actually become the Green Turtle?
I'm getting to it.
Get to it faster.
So they steal his dad's pendant. And he's like, "Oh, hell no, I gotta fucking do this. I'm gonna take the bus to where their hideout is." Because he doesn't have a car.
Right.
And he goes to their hideout and beats everyone up and takes the pendant back.
Okay.
And they're like,
wait, he succeeds?
Oh, he gets the pendant back. He gets it.
Okay.
His costume doesn't have a mask though.
Oh shit.
And he's like, and Mock Beak is like, "You fucking idiot. You should have worn a mask, you stupid kid." So they go back. So obviously they come back to the store.
Yeah.
And then they're about to kill him. But right before they do, his dad pushes him and his mom out of the way and gets shot in the face.
Ooh. Oh, he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
So she's such a fucking coward now, huh?
Hmm.
Now his mom, the second his dad gets shot in the face and dies, his mom becomes like immediately less gung-ho about the whole superhero thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're at his funeral. And he's looking over his dad's casket, and he hears a voice.
Oh, is it the shadow of
It's the shadow of the turtle.
Yeah.
And he's like,
It's like, I kind of lost my host. I need some help.
yeah, hey, I'm kind of dying in here. I need some help here. Can I live in your shadow? And like I can make you a promise, and then we can like be a thing, because your dad was really cool, but your dad was really cool, and like I'm also the reason why he never ended up drinking, like ever, no matter how many times he was goaded to.
Mm-hmm.
So they make a deal, and he asks what he wants for a promise, and Hank's like, promise me I'll never get shot. He thinks back to what happens to his dad, and
Okay.
Turtle's like, done. Magically, he's just never gonna get shot now. And so,
and then what happens?
and then like he gets to,
So that's his power.
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't get shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna become problematic.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, okay, you can still get your ass kicked though.
yeah, but a lot of people rely on guns now.
Yeah, including what, Anchor of Justice? What happens if he tries to punch him? Dead.
So basically, Hank,
Okay, fine. So he has
so
the
Hank's like, oh, and there's also this detective that's investigating the murder of his dad, named literally Detective Lawful.
Oh, please tell me like Dick Tracy.
Yeah, no, he has like a yellow. He's
Yeah.
a yellow like jump. He's a yellow. Looks like April O'Neil if she was a hardcore police detective. She's a noir detective. He's like a yellow trench coat and a hat.
So he's literally Dick Tracy.
Yeah, and
What?
basically, Hank's like, okay, Mom, I know Dad died, but like,
I got a magic turtle now.
No, he doesn't tell her.
Fine.
I'm gonna take down this gang, and I'm like, we gotta get. I'm gonna like.
Is there confidence in it? Like,
No, he's confident.
no, hers.
No, she is like, no, I was fucking wrong. Your dad died because of this superhero nonsense. Don't do it. I'm sorry. Okay. And he's like, fine, if you're. Well,
You started this.
Yeah,
I'm finishing
now
it.
I want to do it.
Mm.
So he makes the outfit. He makes the Green Turtle outfit.
Okay.
And the Green Turtle outfit is just a thong, some boots, a mask, some gloves, and a cape. He doesn't wear a shirt or pants.
Okay. I've seen weirder.
And
I've seen the Creeper. The dude wears a feather boa.
It is basically
and a thong and nothing else.
It's basically the Creeper's outfit, mine, but like with a mask and with that. And
All right.
Yeah, and so like he goes and fights. He's gonna go and like fight the gang.
Okay.
And so at this point he's basically become the Green Turtle. Actually, no, not yet. He actually goes to give them the payment because they still wanted the payment.
Mm.
And he doesn't know that the turtle. I mean, he thought it was a hallucination at his dad's coffin. He didn't know it was actually a thing. So he goes over to make the payment, and the guy's like, "I'm pretty sure I told you to."
Does he try to shoot him and he doesn't get shot?
I'm pretty sure I told you to make this delivery on your knees, kid.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Just take the money. No, get on your knees first. No." And so basically he gets a gun put up on his head, like point blank. And so there's a panel where he gets the bullet gets shot out of the gun, and then it like goes over his head, literally just goes over his head.
So he's literally magically bulletproof.
He's magically bulletproof.
Not bulletproof, but like, yeah, okay.
Avoidant to bullets.
Yeah, right.
And literally he's like, how the fuck did you miss? It was point blank. It's like, I don't know. So basically he just like gets the hell out of there, makes a Green Turtle costume, is like, I'm gonna take down this gang, and the rest of the story is very specifically how he takes down this gang.
All right, cool. So I think that's the basic. That seems like the basic idea of it. I gotta admit, this doesn't sound that bad. This sounds pretty good actually. I might check it out, the rest of it myself. I don't know. Hopefully everyone else thought something the same too. I don't know. What else?
And like the whole story, like, and also because it's like 1910s, 20s San Francisco, the whole thing is sprinkled with that good old fashioned American racism.
Okay, of course. All right, this was interesting. I think this time we did a little short one. I think it was good.
Oh, that's not the full story.
Oh, I figure that's not, but it's like we got the origin down pat.
I mean, the origin in terms of like, yeah, he became the Green Turtle after he realized he had a power to not get shot and then made a different costume.
I feel like we shouldn't spoil the rest of it.
Yeah, the rest is actually really interesting. The rest is his first adventure.
So do you recommend this to people to check out?
Yes, absolutely. It's really great.
All right, great. So I think that's about it, unless you have anything else to say.
Green Turtle away.
Green Turtle away! Hi, thanks for watching to the end of the video. Like, subscribe, or hit that notification bell. It really helps the show out. If you want to go see more of us, we have a podcast with way more episodes, so go check that out.